My name's Michael Linney. I'm the General Manager at Timbertown Pies, and I'm going to talk to you today a little bit about our new range of gluten-free pies that we've got available. Our customers have been asking for quite a few years now for us to bring out a range of gluten-free pies. Initially we were a little bit hesitant to make them because we really didn't understand the market segment, and so it was really just easy for us to ignore it. When we made the decision earlier this year to investigate the gluten-free industry, we decided very early on that if we were going to invest in new product lines, we really wanted to make sure we were going to be the market leader and have the best quality pie in the gluten-free space. Our research uncovered some very interesting facts. Over the past 5 years, we've seen a significant increase in the investment in that market segment. Large companies and multinationals are really making significant capital investments in product lines, machinery and marketing. As a result, the gluten-free industry in Australia is worth roughly $100 million a year, and it's growing at approximately 20% per annum, and there's really no signs of it slowing down. If you're going to be successful in the gluten-free space, you really need to produce a product that's closely comparable to the regular product as possible. If customers aren't enjoying what they're eating, regardless of their intolerance, you're just not going to get product loyalty, and you're not going to get repeat sales. And that's, as a manufacturing business, that's something that you really rely on to be successful. So when our board of directors made the decision to invest in the gluten-free products, we did so under the condition that if we couldn't make the absolute best tasting gluten-free pie in the industry, we just abandoned the whole idea. As part of our initial process, our research and development team sampled literally gluten-free pies from right around Australia, and one of the main problems that we quickly noticed with the pies that are already out in the market was the pastry. It just tasted like cardboard. It was tasteless, it was chewy, and really the fillings were even a little bit bland as well. So our opinion was that really customers really had no reason to buy them again. We knew straight away the main problem that we had to solve was with the pastry. But how do you go about making gluten-free pastry that tastes just as good as the regular puff pastry without the main ingredient that makes and gives pies the characteristics that make them so enjoyable to eat? So this was a huge learning process for us. We had to learn all about the celiac disease and gluten intolerance to ensure that the ingredients that we used were gluten-free to the highest standards. So our research and development team worked long and hard for months, in fact, trialling different ingredients, different mixing methods, different processing, to come up with a product that was going to be a game changer in the gluten-free pie market. And I'm happy to say that we did it. It took over 3 months of trials and who knows how many test batches and taste testings, but we're proud to say that we genuinely believe we've got the best gluten-free pie in Australia. And not only that, we've developed 16 different flavours which duplicate our standard ranges of pies. So it's just a massive achievement, and we're really proud of ourselves. If I was to describe our gluten-free pies, I'd say that what has been the main weakness for gluten-free pies, we've made our strength. The puff pastry is light and fluffy in texture. It's got a golden brown colour. It's got a really complex flavour profile. It's got a slightly buttery aroma, and we've added extra chia seeds, which is a fantastic superfood. We've added that in to give ourselves a point of difference as well. The bottom pastry has all the eating qualities of a traditional short crust pastry, and it just melts in the mouth. Our fillings are packed full of flavour, big chunks of meat, and with the combination of the pastry and a good tasting filling, customers now really have a pie that they can really enjoy. What really made our day a few weeks ago was we had a customer. She bought a pie from a local IGA, one of our gluten-free pies, and she rang us up, and she was having in the conversation, she was questioning whether or not it was actually a gluten-free pie, and basically at the end she admitted that the pie tasted that good that she questioned whether or not it could actually be a gluten-free pie. So well, that was sort of something that really hit home, that would really achieved our goals, because we've actually got people ringing up questioning whether they really are gluten-free pies. So we've initially released 8 different flavours of gluten-free pies. We've got the mince pie, we've got the chunky pie, we've got a chunky steak and pepper pie, we've got a curry pie with a lamb and rosemary pie, we've got a chicken and vegetable mornay pie, a vegetable mornay pie, and my favourite, a Mexican bean with sour cream and cheese pie. And we've got a further 8 flavours that we've developed and will be releasing over the next few years as demand grows. Customers are able to buy our pies from the gluten-free sections of all IGA supermarkets, as well as quality health food stores and fast food outlets, and soon we'll be releasing a direct buy option from our website. So if your local supermarket doesn't have our pies, then give us a call and we'll be happy to talk to them and see if we can get them stocking the famous Timbertown gluten-free pie. We also have a number of other innovative gluten-free products that we've developed over the last few months. For those who prefer to make their own gluten-free pies, we've developed a system called Bakery Fresh Pies, aimed specifically at the food service industry. Some businesses like to make their own gluten-free pies, but they don't have the expertise or the facilities to produce the pastry or the fillings, and this is where people can buy our ready-made gluten-free pastry shells and our ready-made cooked chilled gluten-free pie fillings, and simply assemble those pies and make them gourmet fresh pies on the day. So this is really an innovative, and it's an innovative, more economical and cheaper way to make gourmet gluten-free pies with great margins. Customers are also able to claim that they're handmade on the premises, and they can be marketed under their own brands. This really is a system where you're only limited by your own imaginations. So that's the complete overview of what Timbertown Pies can offer customers in the gluten-free space. Our business-to-business customers are telling us that their repeat sales have gone through the roof, their customers are happier, they're coming back more often, word of mouth's travelling faster, and they're simply making more money, and it's a situation where everybody wins.